Hey, it's me again. Got my Baby Yoda, my Papa Smurf, being my helpers today. My game today, one on one side, one on the other, is the Golden Ticket. It has to deal with Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. There. And I don't really know too much. I mean, play as Charlie Bucket. Veruca Salt. It lists the children that were, each had tickets to go to Charlie, the Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory. I'm not sure how it played. I haven't played it yet. I think most of it's there though. But yeah, that's my Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the Golden Ticket game. Well, today, let's see. I want to tell a little bit about growing up on a farm again, my mother's farm. And also, kind of applied to my grandfather's farm too. My mother had a small farm, 40 acres. And she was pretty big on trying to be self-sufficient. She canned a lot of different foods, and one thing she canned a lot of was chicken. And maybe every other year or I don't know, it just depends. But she would go to the granary, your local granary, and they normally would have, in the spring, baby chickens. And what you do is normally if you bought, let's say, 2 or 3 bags of chick starter, you get so many chickens free. And then you could buy, some more too. A few different years, my mother would buy, 100 of them, 100 chickens, 50 to 100, something like that. And she would raise them through the year, throughout the year. You'd raise them, and then by fall, they're big enough to where you can butcher them. So we would butcher chickens. I don't know if you butchered chickens before, maybe you haven't, but normally we'd have a piece of a log, about just something you could set onto. It's maybe about that big around, from a tree, because we burned wood too. But so you take that and set in there, and then what you'd have is 2 nails stick up about that far apart, drive in there, and then you'd put their head right in there like that, and then you stretch their neck out, and then you would whoosh, with an axe or a knife or meat cleaver. Usually we had an axe though. And then you would just let them fly out, and they would still be alive, after you cut their heads off. They'd just be jumping all up and down, all up, just all over the place. A couple different times we tried, we put it next to the clothesline, and we had the chickens hanging on the clothesline upside down. We just stretched the clothesline over, and they would just fling on the clothesline, and they wouldn't, they wouldn't go anywhere. You wouldn't have to chase them all over the yard. You wouldn't have to worry about your dogs or animals trying to get them while they're doing it. It just worked out better that way. But Yeah, and then she would then you'd go, and after you did that, you would pluck them. You know, you'd get some boiling hot water and a big old uh, kettle. I mean, you know, fairly big kettle, scalding hot water, and you just grab on their feet and you all the way down, pretty much, you know, pull them out, and then while they're still kind of hot, you're gonna pluck off those feathers. You know, plucking them off as good as you can, and then after that, you take and you singe. You take a lighter and you singe the hairs, you know, off from the chicken, um, and then you proceed. You gut them out. And, you know, you save the liver, or not necessarily the liver, but the gall. Uh, the gallbladder? No, I want to say gallbladder, but it's not. Can't remember. Uh, the gizzard. Save the gizzard and the heart, and maybe the liver, but mostly the gizzard and the heart. And yeah, it would be an all-day thing. You might start at like, I don't know, 10 in the morning, and you might go until 3, you know, almost an all-day thing. You know, it just depends on when you started. But that's one of my memories of being on my mother's farm, and it happened not just at my mother's farm, but over on my grandparents' farm too. Every so often they would have chickens, and we'd be over there helping them do the same thing to their chickens. So it's part of, you know, being self-sufficient. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it.